Hey, this is Zachlog the Great. A few years ago, the World Economic Forum had a slogan or vision statement or whatever. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. I've seen various right-wing memes push back on this in various ways. Some jokes better than others. There are two things I wanted to address about this. First, for the moment at least, they're winning. And second, why it matters so much more than you might think. I fear the second point will have to wait for another video. Now, before I go further, I want to make clear, I said they are winning. I did not say they have won. It is not over, but we must look honestly at where we stand. Why do I say they're winning? Well, to take a relatively minor example, when's the last time you bought a CD? For any younger people watching this, that question may be meaningless. Me? It's been over a decade. Now, I have bought some MP3s since then. Those are mine. Kind of. But they're mine in a somewhat ethereal sense. And since I never bothered to read Apple's iTunes licensing agreement, it's quite possible that they're not really mine at all. A CD, or cassette, or record for that matter, is a real thing you can hold. You keep it in your home, and if an authority deems it thought crime, they have to come and take it, and stealth editing it is just out of the question. But if it's just on your hard drive, it's quite possible to remove it with a few simple keystrokes. And if your music is all on a streaming service, anything deemed no longer acceptable can be disappeared or edited without you ever noticing. And it's not just music. Obviously, there's nearly the same changeover from DVDs to Netflix and other similar services. But replacing paper books with electronic ones is exactly the same. And it's happened with video games through platforms like Valve. You have the use of all of those games, but they're not really yours. And again, with all of these, if those who really do control them decide it, thought crime can be quietly edited out at any time. For that matter, how much can you really be said to own things which are fully expected, indeed designed, to fall apart in very short order? I think we've all heard the term planned obsolescence. But how often have we thought about the implications? To pick a trivial example, if a girl owns a simple, sturdy cloth doll, maybe when she's older and has a daughter of her own, that doll could become her daughter's and carry meaning, emotions, and memories with it. The same could be said for a little boy's tin soldiers, or carved wooden horse. The vast majority of today's children's toys aren't built to last 5 years, let alone generations. Do you really own something if the minute you get it home it's halfway to the trash heap already? Anything electronic is even worse. Even though they are constantly releasing updated versions, they could be built to last. But they're not. In one particularly jarring example, just a few years ago, Apple was sued for deliberately slowing down older model iPhones via software so people would want to update them. They could perform just fine, but Apple was making them perform badly. Or from another angle, many products include terms and conditions or proprietary software or tools needed to repair them that make independent repair impossible. Various consumer activists are fighting for right to repair, but this is a real problem, a real restriction of our property rights by these power-hungry elitists. If you cannot repair or modify a device as you see fit, is it really yours? Isn't that more like a lease? And there's more I could go into. Inheritance taxes breaking up independent farms, the absolute destruction of small businesses during the fake pandemic while everyone was funneled into big stores like Walmart. Multinational corporations like BlackRock buying up huge numbers of homes. There's so much more than I could really address in a brief video. I'm not trying to go all doom and gloom here. I'm not wailing that all is lost, but we need to see where we stand. These evil men have told us, you will own nothing. And they are making very real progress toward making that happen. Next time I'll talk about why this matters more than you might guess. God be with you.